A lonely orc shaman walks through Duratar. Suddenly, he stumbles across a small dwarf and a ferocious night elf. They asked him to come on a quest. The ORLY show was born. Welcome to the 9th ORLY show! And here is the news. A new raid instance has been added to the long list of instances we have already. Zulaman. It's an outdoor dungeon in the mid-level coastland area near the Blood Elves' homeland. It will feature Forest Troll that made their first debut in the Blizzard real-time strategy Warcraft 2. Zulaman will not require any keys or attunement to enter. 2 new options will be added soon. An integrated voice chat and guild bangs. Voice chat will be added to the game free of charge. It will mute the game slightly whenever someone talks. And will use on-screen icons to indicate who is saying what. So you'll be able to quickly determine which of the team party member is asking for help. The guild bags, on the other hand, will let guild officers create vaults to store guild's entire possessions, as well as set permissions to limit access to certain items if they care to do so.
This week's Mods of the Week have been found while browsing around wowinsider.com. The site is lovely, loads of editorials and opinions about classes, general game concerns, professions and of course interface add-ons. Aloft is our first mod of the week. You know the nameplates you can see when you enable them, pressing V on default, Ctrl V to see enemy nameplates, etc. Aloft changes those. They add mob HP, cast bars, and if you use Omen or KTM to watch your threat, it adds a threat bar as well. Extremely handy when tanking multiple mobs or single target DPS. Our second mod is Lightheaded. It adds a pane to your quest log. It displays comments on that particular quest. Generated by the great database site Wowhead and its users. It doesn't depend on external executables. The mod writer adds quest info on each update. It's fast, smooth and very helpful. If you see any coordinates in the notes, you can even click on it, and combined with Cartographer, it adds a waypoint you can follow. ORLY Farming Tips, Part 2. Now that we handled the auction hall and your professions, next up are the farmable mobs. Some things are always in need, either for enchanting, alchemy or any other profession. Next to that, farming will give you greens, greys and a not so common blue in the process. Some mobs are quite known around WoW. We decided to pick a few. Primals are always needed. You can find the elementals on Elemental Plateau. They have a decent drop rate but are hard to kill, especially as melee user or caster in a certain spec. Try to get them from a less overcrowded space. Think about the Nagran pools, the fire elementals in Blade's Edge Mountain or the mana droppers in Netherstorm. They drop the motes in small amounts, but trash in greater. Next to that we found out greens are dropping a lot, next to some recipes and your occasional world epic. Epics! If you can't stand farming the same mob, try to team up. Get yourself some totem buffs from a shaman for example, or a blessing from the valley. Potions will increase your farm rate as well. And with Blizzard increasing the respawn rate of mobs, if there are more people that farm them, you could enjoy faster respawns. Next time we'll handle some of the other professions and tips you can use to get some money. Stay tuned.
I'm your shooter. The Arathi Basin Battleground has its holiday weekend from the 20th till the 23rd of July. And the Battleground of Eye of the Storm will have its holiday weekend from the 27th to the 30th of July.